first thing we want to do for that?
Divide 300 by
Yep.
5.
You got to get the division in first. Okay, there's no parentheses and no exponents. So then we go left to right, multiply and divide. So this will be 300 divided by 5 is 60, right? Plus 10, you guys get the final answer, 70? Calculator should check that for you. Okay. Now this one, from left to right, my other class said there's no parentheses, no exponents, but they wanted to add first. No. Right? I know PEMDAS, again, addition comes before subtraction, that kind of memory key, but addition doesn't come before subtraction unless it actually physically comes before when you go left to right. So what operation do I want to do first? Yeah, I want to go just from left to right. So subtract first and then go ahead and add. And if you did that on your calculator, you would have picked up that mistake right away. Are we loving on it? What are we doing? Okay. All right, this one. What do I want to do first? Yep, left to right. There's no parentheses. There's no exponents. I'm left with multiplication and division. You do it like you read a book. You go from left to right. Whatever operation you hit first, that's the one you got to do first. So you're going to go do 24 divided by 2 first. That's 12. And then you're going to multiply. The calculator knows. If you type that in your calculator, it knows to go division first and then multiplication. So if you did it wrong, the calculator will pick that up for you right away. We doing okay? Oh, no parentheses, but look at all those exponents. Okay, so hit me with it. What's 4 times 2? 16 plus 64 divided by... Okay, so what do I do next? The addition or the division? Divide. Gotta do this first. So what's 16 plus, what's 16 divided by 4? 16. And did you guys get 32? Alright, if you didn't try it on your calculator, try it right now on your calculator. If you don't get 32, you've got to haul me over and I'll watch you do it. It's probably a very quick, simple mistake that we can fix immediately. You doing okay? Try it on your calculator. Sean, did you get 32 on the calculator? Did you or no? Okay. It's okay to say no. How do we do? Now is the time to ask. You don't want to wait until you get home and try to figure it out. Never do that. That's a horrible way to mess with this. Okay, we have our nice little fractions. Now again, I just cover up the bottom and I say, okay, I'm going to do the numerator first. Okay, what's 4 plus 6? That taken care of. Now I'm going to do the denominator. What's 2 plus 3? So my final answer is 2. Okay, now, when I turn my calculator on, I'm going to type it in my calculator. Because Kathleen said you just type it in as is. Did I get the right answer? No, and I typed it in exactly how it's written. This is the key thing. It's almost like we cover up our finger and just do the numerator, right? And then we cover up and just do the denominator. You gotta tell the calculator that as well. So you have to put the numerator in its separate parentheses. And then you have to put in the denominator in its separate set of parentheses. And then you should be good to go. Okay, we're going to do this one with our calculator, so brace up. Everyone has to do it. I want everyone to get a good answer on their calculator. Okay, so I see this nice fraction. I don't panic. I just cover up the denominator. I'm going to do the numerator. So what's the first thing I'm going to do? Exponent. And then what am I going to do? Do I add first or do I subtract first? Subtract. So 60 minus 36 is what? 24. And then 24 plus 6 will give me the 30. There's my numerator. Okay, now I'm going to do the denominator. Cover it up. What's the first thing I want to do? Parentheses. So instead of 6 minus 1, I'm going to call it what? Yeah, 5. And then what's going on here? 5 minus 5 is? And then what should my final answer say? What's anything divided by 0? Undefined. Doesn't exist.
I did that on my calculator, set infinity.
It said infinity?
Yeah.
On your phone?
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see what this calculator, okay, let's do it on this calculator, see what I get. So, again, I'm going to have to put the numerator in its own set of parentheses, right? So, 60 minus 6 squared plus 6. There's my numerator. You good? And I got to put the denominator in its own separate set of parentheses. So I get an error. It says that you're dividing by 0. Error. ERR means error. What does that, besides the infinity, that's weird. What do the little chinky calculators give you? Did you do it? Can you try it, Sean? I just want to know. You got, remember, don't forget to put the numerator in its own set of parentheses. Did you use parentheses to start that? Okay. ERR? Just, oh, it spells it right out. Where's the infinity symbol? Interesting. It's not really infinity. It's nothing. It doesn't exist. Infinity exists. It's a big fat error. Error. What did you say, Mom? I couldn't hear. What did you say? I couldn't hear. Oh, I know you said something. Did everyone else do it on the calc? What did yours give you, Brittany, when you did it?
Invalid operation.
Okay, invalid. That's good. Who else has funky stuff? Who else is working? Did any other phone give them infinity? Did all your, what did the TI give you? The TI 30X. Did that give you an error message? Ashley? Tiffany, did it give you an error?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so again, the key thing though is to remember to put the numerator and the denominator so instead of parentheses. Alright. Oh, let's do this one, then we'll do this one with the calculator too. Okay, so what do I do first? Parentheses. So instead of 2 plus 8, I'll call that 10. And instead of 4 minus 3, I'm going to call that 1. Now what do I do? Exponents. So instead of 10 squared, I'm going to call that 100. Instead of 5 times, or 1 squared, I'm going to call that 1. Now what do I do? Multiply. Go left to right. I see multiplication. So 300. Leave that subtraction because I still see another multiplication. And then did you guys get 295? You doing okay? They're not easy. They're hard. This one's a good one. We're going to do all those parentheses. It's going to take us a while, but we're going to do it. So let's do it out first, and then we'll do it with our calculator. And then I'm going to show you what your bonus is. I'm going to give you on Wednesday. We'll practice with a couple bonus questions. All right. What am I going to do first?
11, 36 plus 5.
There we go. You got to work on your inside with those parentheses and work your way out. Okay, so I rewrite everything, but instead of 6 plus 5 now I can make that 11.
Yeah.
Ooh. Thank you. Alright, now what do I do next? There's no more parentheses, so can I just ignore those?
No.
Yeah, those brackets are like parentheses. They're the same thing. Okay.
That'll be 7.
Good. So instead of 18 minus 11, I just get rid of that and call it 7. And now my final set of parentheses.
104 plus 6. 15.
Oh, wait, we're going to gotta work through these first. Keep plugging through these. So what will this be? That'll just be 6. Okay. Whew. No more parentheses, no exponents. Now I just go from left to right like a book. I got to do multiplication, division first, and then I hit the addition and subtraction. So I'm going to do this one first. So Michael said that's 104. So 110. Did anyone else get that? So when I do this on my calculator, and I'm telling you what, it's going to either make you or break you being able to use this calculator, because some of them are so long, and some of the ones on the test say, use your calculator. I don't need to see any work. You don't have to show me any work. I just want to see if you can do it on your calculator. So if you were to do this on your calculator, again, I type it in exactly as I see it, but instead of like the little squiggles, I use a parenthesis symbol. So right now I'm the division. There's the bracket. I'm just going to use another, whoops, got to put a number in there. 13 plus 42 divided by, I just use a parenthesis instead of the bracket. Another set of parentheses. And then I'll close it with all those parentheses. Does that make sense? Okay, now you have a bonus on Wednesday, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you just by looking at some of these problems out of the book. I typed up 10 of these, and it'll give you a free, so if you missed a homework assignment or you missed a quiz, I'm not talking about my math lab, like the in-class stuff. I just replaced it with a 10. So it's a free drop. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's look at this first one. So let's look at the directions. It says, insert a grouping symbol so that each given expression evaluates to the given number. I wish I could zoom in. My zoom in is not working. Stressed out that it's not working. Okay. So we have 2 plus 3 times 6 minus 2. Now right now, as this reads, you'd have to do the 18 first, right? So it'd be 2 plus 18 is 20 minus 2 is 18. This does not evaluate to 28. So you need to insert a set of parentheses so that it does evaluate to 28. Where am I going to put them? Where am I going to put them? Which one?
4, 2, and then 3.
Yep, let's try it. Okay, so now if we do this, I've got to work through my parentheses first, right? So this would be 5 times 6 minus 2. Ah, it's perfect. So now we've got 30 minus 2. You see it? Let's do a couple more. See how you do. Okay. Oh, and there's the answer. Perfect. Good, Brittany. Okay, you ready? So now, this one, I'll give you a hint. I think you had to put 2 sets of parentheses in this one. Can you guys see that well enough? I gotta figure out why my zoom isn't working. Can you see it? 2 plus 3. It's the same thing, but now we want it to evaluate it to 20. And I think, if memory serves correct, you have to add more than 1 set of parentheses to it. What do you think? What do you think, Tiffany? Do you have it?
Is it the in front of the 2 and plus 3 in parentheses and then times and parentheses and 2?
I don't know. Let's see. Is that it? I can't remember. So now I've got to do the parentheses first. So that would be 5 times 4. Yep, that's it. Do you see it? How to do them? We'll do one more. Let's try another one. Okay, so this is what your bonus is going to be. So let's try this one right here. I think there's 2 more. Oh, I don't remember how many. That one looks long. I'm going to take a peek. I think it's a 2 parentheses. Maybe not. Let me look. I don't want you guys to see. No, there's only 1 set. 1 set for that one so that it will evaluate to 14. Can you guys see it? 24 divided by 3 times 2 plus 2. Do you guys see it? Do you want me to write it out, or can you see it well enough?
Is it 2 minus 5 or 2 times 5?
So it's 24 divided by 3 times 2 plus 2 times 5. Whew, they get long, right?
Is that the bonus?
This is what the bonus is going to look like. I give you 10 of them. And if you want to do them, I give it Wednesday. It'll just be due the day of the test on Monday if you feel like doing them. Some people like them. They think they're fun. I think they're kind of fun. That's okay. haven't done this one yet, though. Let me see. Oh, I see it. Did anyone see it? Do you see it, Michael? It's one set of parentheses. So what I do is like I'll do trial and error, like I'll try it around these two, or I'll try it around these two. I just trial and error until I hit it. I think it's the 2 times the, I think it's this one. Check it, is that what it is? So you'd have to do the parentheses first, right? So what would be inside the parentheses? What would that be? So it'd be 24 divided by 6 plus 2 times 5.
Oh, it's going to be 30.
Oh, is that wrong then?
Yeah.
So this would be 4 plus, no, it's good, plus 10. So 14. You see how to do them? So it's just optional. I'll type them up. I'll give them to you Wednesday. And it'll just be an extra bonus. It's a good mental game. It's good. It's fun. Yeah, Hope.
So we just have to do it any time, that was on that page.
Yeah, I'll give you, you'll see it. I'll just give it to you Wednesday. And if you want to do it, you can. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But you do have to do the My Math Lab. It will be turned on for this. It's due on Friday by midnight. So make sure you do the ones by Wednesday, so then if you have specific questions on them, you can ask me and fix them by Wednesday at midnight. Make sense?
So when is 1/8 gonna be on there?
I'll turn it on when I get done with class at 3, and it will be due Friday.
We're with the 1.8?
We haven't done, we do 1.8 on Wednesday in class. Oh, thank you.
I thought that was what we were doing.
No, this is 1.7 that we
No,
just
I thought
did.
we were like, that's the.
Oh no, I'm going to start that when we hit after the first test. I didn't want to overwhelm everyone with all the cool changes we were going to do. Yeah, when we hit chapter 2, after your first test, I'll show you how to open them and